Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? How are my lovely potatoes? You doing alright? Oh god. 3 more days, then I'm getting older. Mid-30s. I'm cooked. I'm legitimately cooked. Mid-30s and I have achieved jack shit. At least I got a skill. So I guess I didn't fuck up completely. Hi Monkey Skull, how are you doing? I'd really love to have a bit of a bigger portfolio with the age I'm in, not gonna lie. So last time we left off with our little sticker sheet. Where is it? There. I really love that. The line art is so crisp. It's beautiful. I love it. I just need to finish the other two. I got satisfactory. Yes, I got satisfactory, but I don't think that that's an achievement. Also, I might have bought an extra game just for Thursday. I got me soaps. So today I definitely want to finish up this sticker sheet. Because, let's face it, these on a sticker, these as stickers, they already look adorable. You cannot deny me the joy these bring. the most old person line I can think of. Lol. Might as well be. Kind of want to add some shiny into those eyes. So maybe I'll just use a simple stroke. Yeah, that's actually all it takes. I need to make this work. Then we'll go over to Pito Pito. Got that foot. Why did I do that to myself? Oh, yeah, right, because I thought it's funny. Pito Pito San. Because this is Pito Pito San. The little or big yokai, I mean, no one will be can see him. The little yokai that makes Pito Pito to imitate the sound of sandals. That you only can get rid of by just going to the side and say, "Go ahead, Pito Pito san." So it can pass you. You ever think you'd get into soaps or telenovelas when you're older? Hell nah. Think I'll be watching murder mysteries forever. Kinda same. I'm really not a soap fan. And no, we're not talking television. We're not talking the soap that you. That's actually what I thought first. I got me soaps. Wait, what? Like the ones you clean your ass with? Yeah, about that. Nah, I've already thought they were boring as a kid, and I am probably still going to think they are boring. 'Cause I'm not a fan of, let's say, scripted drama. At least not in that kind of niche, that those incredibly cheap. Oh my god, who is it now? Who slept with whom, and why is this and that happening? In the next episode of Why the Hell Do I Care? Nah, not my thing. I actually prefer real people being idiots, because then you at least have a real analytical basis that you can work with. I have to admit, I really like to analyze people with a psychological profile and everything, because I'm weird that way. Is that good? I don't know. Is it bad? I don't think so. I mean, I'm not making any type of diagnosis. I just estimate what could fit, but I'm not the type to diagnose. You should care when the paternity tests come back. Yeah, nah. That's even more boring. I don't know. It's just telenovelas and soaps are just so incredibly predictable that it kind of gets boring. Who's the father? What child are we talking about? Yeah, the twist is the mother's the father, of course. Couldn't be any other way. Now, I just think that soaps are incredibly boring. I do like me some mystery shows. But only if we have a highly intelligent, cynical jerk as the main character. I don't know why, I just like him. I like me the Dr. Houses and the Sherlock Holmeses and oh god, what was his name? From The Mentalist. Patrick Janes, there we go. That's what I like to watch. So you at least need a little bit of charm when it comes to the highly intelligent, cynical jerks. Oh yeah, Mentalist was so good. The man had charisma. So much charisma. Holy moly. The riz of that man. To be fair, partially it's also because I kind of want to be like these people that can just analyze other people within minutes by just observing. I wish I was that fast. It usually takes me a few weeks to actually have a decent idea of what a person is about. Yeah, Mentalist was fun. No such thing as psychics. He makes people doubt, though. I'm actually running out of such TV shows at this point. I mean, I had The Mentalist, I had Elementary, I probably already watched House MD for the second time at this point. I'm in the middle of rewatching Dexter in the hopes that at the time that I'm done with it, I really hope that maybe the second season of Resurrection is coming out. We're promised to get season 2 in summer, so considering that I have a lot of material to go through before I'm running out, I might actually end up being on time. I like science fiction too, so a combo of both, like Fringe. Oh yes, Fringe! Fringe is great! Fringe is absolutely awesome! Oh my god! That was a great show. But yeah, I'm on my third rewatch of Dexter at this point. Whoop. Ah! Love when that works out. And just look at that nice clean outline. I might need to thin that out just a little bit to make the transition a bit more smooth, because I really don't like when that's not working out. But yeah, Fringe was great. I legitimately, on the last season, got goosebumps every time the intro was playing. Really love the storyline of the last season. Oh, of course. Oh wait, I first have to finish my outlines. I just noticed that I forgot the sole of that sandal. How could I? Pito pitos. Yeah, I need a new show. That I can watch. Oh, wait. Let's merge that down. Intro was so good with the font color transitions, but yes! Yes! The colors, then also the fact that they gave the when they did the time switch back to the 70s, that they gave that a different intro. I just loved that. It was perfect. I mean, there's probably some faults with it, but nothing I would notice on initial watch. All right, so let's give it that, because I think that's the same color everywhere. I hope it is. You watch Person of Interest? Does not ring a bell. I might need to look into it. Oh, to be fair, at this point there's so much on my watch list, I just don't know where to start. Not alone that my watch list isn't physical, so it's a bit complicated. Alright. Let's copy the layer stuff from here and put it on there, so we have that nice grainy texture to start with. And then we can actually go over to coloring the whole thing. Now we have a blue kappa, we have the green umbrella guy, Kogaza. Beto Beto-san usually is depicted as blue-purple-ish guy. So how about we are actually going for a bluish purple. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. So going to get everything that I need selected. If I at some eyes. They kind of look like those frog guys from Chrono Trigger. And I'm not talking about Frog the character, but those blue frog guys from that Kingdom in the Sky. Oh. Completely forgot the name of that one, by the way. Whoopsie. Gonna go a little bit darker. Because that's quite bright. Definitely want a bit more contrast here. It's a completed series, thankfully. Yeah. Protagonist is tasked with saving people who are predicted to be in danger, operating on just an algorithm, but no specific info given. Just a person and location. Ha! Interesting. I might give it a watch. If I remember. Come on, go darker. Go darker. I guess that's dark. As dark as I can get. Then we'll make red sandal things here. That's inconvenient, but I think I can work with it. I mean, maybe I can get a nice watercolor transition right there. Then, oh, wait, I still need that. Then I'll need this right there, so I can fill that out. And another one. There we go. Still need to add a decent shadow layer, which is probably also going to be kind of purple. So let's do le multiply. Then I need a different brush. Ideally a preset that I can... not quite. No. This one? I think I used that one. How about this one? So yeah, I actually bought a game just for the birthday stream on Thursday. Squeaky door opens. Nobody there. John looks through the window. Head upside. Hi John, how you doing? And I just hope that you guys are going to be there, because what sad of a party would it be if I was just all on my own? Hey there. What party? I'm doing okay. I'm just dreading Thursday because I'm getting old. I'm an old hag. Yes, birthday party. I hope you'll appear. Else I'd be very disappointed in you. It's gonna be very round. Quite the rotund guy. Of course you're invited. Why shouldn't you be? Need someone to party with. Everyone's invited to the birthday stream, if they want to. I just hope I won't be too hungover. Cause I might be spending the night before with my pen and paper guys, with my tabletopping guys. At least that's the plan. So let's hope that I'm not going to be too hungover before the stream. I'll do my best. I'm really going to do my best. Which time do you plan to stream? I was thinking the usual time, but I'm not quite I might want to do longer than usual, if I can even survive that. I think I would make it depend on what time I'll be home on Wednesday. I'm the bouncer, I'll be at the door checking IDs. But yeah, I actually bought a game just for that occasion. No, it's not gonna be Jackbox, because that's how Twitch accounts are getting banned. I know from experience. Hasn't been the first Twitch stream that died because of early noon? Probably early noon. So the plan is that as every Wednesday I'll be having my tabletop evening with the guys. Also because one of our guys is going to move away and we're going to take that chance to have one last session of Warhammer Fantasy. Nah, no Jackbox. That's how Twitch streamers get banned. I'm not going to do that. I'll have something else that you'll probably love because you can kind of participate in it. So bring friends, so it's actually worth it. Bring all the friends you have. Well, that's perfect music for this. It's nice and creepy. I actually, I'm kind of giving in into the accusations that this is a cult. So, I guess we're going to form a cult at this point. I hope that hint is already doing enough for you to understand what I'm about for the stream. I feel like Beto-san could do with a little bit of a shiny up here. Just really love the grain all over the place. Just looks so good. And then I'll just use this smudge brush to get that back out of the... There we go. I'm not really a cult follower guy. I don't know. You already make a pretty good cult follower here. Nah. I went ahead and bought myself. You want to know? I actually went ahead and bought myself Cult of the Lamb. Because I wanna recruit you to my cult. You are my little sheep for the cult. You see the game everywhere, but I don't quite get the appeal, to be honest. I actually just love it because it's a roguelike with base building mechanics. It's actually exactly what I love. I love me roguelikes, I love me base building. I wanna have them both. I wanna have all of it. I have the feeling that the base layer here is a bit too dark. That looks a lot better. Sacrifice me, Feldy, for the cult. I have to start the cult first before I can sacrifice you, but nice to know that you're basically just volunteering. It's good to know. I have no idea what that... I need to actually look up the name for that yokai. Dirty foot yokai. Oh god. Oh no, so much foot fetish. That was not what I was looking for. Ah, yes. This is the one I'm looking for, actually. Ashiarai Yashiki. That's what it's called. Foot washing manor. To be fair, my foot looks a lot nicer. But let's be honest, it's already bizarre as it is. I once went to a con panel for creating a cult where they threw tiny baby dolls at the crowd. Also play human sacrifice. It was funny. Also a non-believer in our midst, so they had to go too. Oh no! A non-believer! Just look at this dirty foot that needs to be washed. And this guy just looks so adorable. Wash my foot. Oh god. Not gonna lie. So weird. But I want that dirty foot in my sticker sheet because it's just hilarious making this sticker, doing this yokai. I mean drawing him. We worshipped a plush named Billy. Do cult duties involve certain services of? I mean, you can be very satisfactory, I guess. I know a few cults where these where these services are not required. You might know them too, though they hide under a veil of politics, if I remember correctly. What brush did I actually use for this? I think I did use... Where is my brush? Wait. Right here. Yeah, that's the right one. That was a great pun, of course! Learned from the best. So yeah, that's what I definitely have planned for my birthday stream. Then maybe, depending on how long I'll manage to stream, I might be willing to take a short look into Satisfactory 1.2, the experimental build. Or we are continuing on the cathedral. The cathedral factory, because the factory must grow. With which you can help me with, John, by the by. Since you're already helping me out on that one in the first place. My intern, he. And I'd love to maybe ask a few, or at least one people. Though I don't know if that birthday wish is gonna come true. Maybe one people might collab. As a little birthday wish. We'll see. I wouldn't count on it, but it would be nice. That foot has a lot to answer for. 10 toes down. We're gonna be hot on this heel face agony of defeat. Oh, goodness gracious, so many puns. Oh, Jeezy, that's not a small wish, but that would be the cherry on top. Yes, that would definitely be the cherry on top. Would make me really, really happy. But as I said, I'm not counting on it. Let alone that I haven't asked him yet. I'm too shy. Why do I have to be like that? Hi Jax, how are you doing? How's your day been? I hope you're doing great. Where was I? Ah, there we go. This foot is so beautifully weird. That's the point of it. I'm okay, but I can't decide what to eat. Well, what you got? I usually decide on what to eat by looking into my fridge and see what I can just mix together that actually works. Provided that the stuff in my fridge is not rotten yet. I actually wanted to make a sandwich today, but my spread was... Let's just say it was about to learn how to talk. Ramen, I can make rice and cereal. Rice is always a good start, but you want to have some protein with it. At least that's how I do it. Some kind of protein, ideally. I don't know. Maybe go for a few bacon strips or something like that. Well, if it only was about to its last good moment to toss it. Once it forms a union, yeah, you can't legally kill it anymore. Which I have like maybe two options. I have it solo, or I could add chorizo. Add chorizo. If you have some veggies, add that too. Thank me later. All right. This is going to be that kind of layer. I think I forgot to unmark this one. All right. You don't have veggies? Oh God, then you're missing out. Veggies are important. All right, now let's make that foot dirty. That came out weird. My fam doesn't have a lot of decent things to make at home, unfortunately. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but usually you at least wanna Want to try to get some veggies in. Ideally something fried. That's usually the best way to get used to having veggies. Let's make those eyebrows and those eyes black. Not quite. It's too soft. I think I forgot which. No, that's also the wrong one. Is that the right one? Oh, of course. Why is there a foot on my screen? Because there is a foot yokai. The yokai that's a dirty foot that wants to be washed. And I thought it is so weird I have to add it to the yokai sticker sheet. Be thankful for that foot. You'll be worshiping it on Thursday. God damn it, monkey. That's not true. No worries. You don't have to worship the foot. But you might have to worship me on Thursday because it's going to be my birthday. That's actually also not true. I just want to have a fun birthday on the Thursday, so I'm gonna stream. And hope that someone stops by and says hello. It would be really nice. To party with my viewers and have a good time. Come on, go pink. Good foot. Yep, my birthday is on Thursday, the 26th of March. And I thought since I'm usually scheduled to stream on Thursday, might as well do a birthday stream. Oh, Jax, don't wish me an early birthday. That's bad luck in Germany. Also, we have ads in about 2.5 minutes. Don't come. Yes, it is. It is indeed. I know, it's a weird rule, but it is what it is. It's a very German thing. Wasn't aware of that. That's absolutely fine. At least you learned something new from a different culture. Ooh, you're Hispanic. Nice. Really like the stuff from that culture, like the food. Even though I can't do spicy, or I can somewhat do spicy. And one of your holidays, the Dia de los Muertos, also beautiful holiday that I really appreciate because it's remembering your ancestors. Ah, Puerto Rican even. That's also cool. Don't know much about that though. Apart from the food, it's probably relatively close. So I don't really know tons about Germany. That's fine. Fire in the sense of really good food, and probably also in the sense of holy hell, this is spicy. Because that's something that's going through all Hispanic and Eastern? No, Western European. You don't have spicy food? Oh, that's even not, that's nice. you have fairly appropriate food. Like I do like spicy to a degree, I just can't take it. Ooh. Them Puerto Ricans are connecting. I love it. Very much appreciate that. Grandma is from which is also southeastern island. Holy moly! So much viewer lore. Love that. Love getting to know the people that stop by and stick around. Puerto Rico is a heartbreaking story, actually. All right, we got ads. So how about we take a short break? I know, next to nothing. Yeah, you are just at a surface level. You attract Puerto Ricans, Feldy, new cult members to initiate. I see. Guess I gotta learn a lot about that culture. Just to know what kind of people I'm attracting. Oh, you hear me because you... Okay. So I don't even need to type anything in. Oh yeah. Gotta learn a lot about Puerto Rican culture if I keep attracting people from that little state island. I mean, your neighbor. If I remember correctly, then Puerto Rico is actually neighboring Haiti, which is more or less one of the founding countries of voodoo. Not quite. A colony. I mean, technically. Yeah. You're right, Jax. I'm wrong. I just don't know anything. I'm a stupid little feldy. Get to travel the US and Puerto Rico without a passport, but that's about it. Well, that's pretty much just like us and the European Union, if you think about it. We don't have to have a passport to travel that. All right, we're back from ad break. Let's finish off that foot. I might need to make it a bit more, a little darker. Boop, 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 boop. Because that black didn't quite there. Now it pops. Hi Linkoid, how are you doing? How has your day been? I hope you're doing great. And I especially hope that you'll be on my birthday stream on Thursday. Trying to debate if I want to add an egg into my rice. Do it! Do it! Thursday, yes. Thursday I'll be older. And yes, add egg. Oh, how do you manage to have eggs expire for a year? Start my new job on Thursday. No, no. Oh man. Oh well. Then I wish you the best at your new job. That. I mean, on one hand, it kind of sucks. On the other hand, I'm happy for you, Linkoid. Because we don't use them much, and my family's bad at throwing away expired food. Oh! I mean, how are you bad at throwing away expired food if you know that it's going to poison you? Makes me kind of concerned about your family. Yeah, that's crazy. Having eggs in your fridge that are expired for a year. How the hell can you even do that? Though to be fair, I have to actually use up the eggs that I got in my fridge because they're going to be expired in about a week. Shouldn't be too hard though, because I was planning on making a carrot pie anyway. That'll use up a few of them. I think multiply doesn't even quite work here. Burn doesn't also look good. How about overlay? Yeah, no. Well, maybe I'll stick with multiply. Never claimed my family was cool. You also never claimed that they were ass. To be fair, I'm not a huge family person myself, so I can kind of understand when you're not too tight with them. So, yep. My birthday's on Thursday. I hope everyone who has time is going to be here. Because that would really make my day. I just hope that I'll be here as well. I'm really afraid that I might party too hard the night before. It's birthday season. Well, for me, birthday season is usually around autumn. Because most of my family has their birthdays in autumn-ish. Alright, let's blend that out a little bit so it's not too smeary. I just don't like having the... I prefer I prefer washes over brush strokes when I'm looking at those watercolor brushes. But I really do like brush strokes when I'm, for instance, working with thicker paint-ish. Your birthday is on June. Ooh. Most babies are born in the spring. Oh well. Not here. At least not when it comes to my family. Most of them were all born in late summer or early autumn. I cannot remember if there was someone in June. Of course, John is a summer child. I think my nephews, my nephews are also born in spring, so that's something, I guess. It feels like I could do more with this foot. Maybe I'll make it a bit dirty with some browns or reds. Just some random dark splotches. So it makes actual sense for him to go like, wash me! Fel, the old Puerto Ricans are born in June, remember that? I doubt it, but who knows? Maybe at some point it'll draw a picture. Let's just say my sample size is not big enough yet to actually make that kind of statement. What do you think? Is that foot dirty enough? See? Sample size gets bigger and the data is already changing. Positively disgusted by that dirty foot, so I'd say yeah. Okay, that already sounds great. Just doing a little bit of blending so that the color isn't too harsh. But hopefully I'll not blend too much because I still need a little bit of texture in that dirt. Yep, that foot looks dirty enough. Felty, clean your foot mouth. Yeah, and he has a dirty mouth indeed. But look at these guys. Aren't they lovable? Will it blend? Of course it will blend. How about you try blending a foot? But don't use your own. Get an extra victim for that. So how about we also make a little pattern for the sticker sheet as well. While we're at it, I'll make a quick extra thingy with a, let's say a 1000 by 1000 texture. It should be good size to work with. As a background color, I feel like let's do blue. Maybe even the purple-ish blue. So a bit more into the blues. Like this. Yeah, that sounds nice. That looks nice. Does the grape not get eyes? The grape is beto beto. Let me quickly show you what this guy is looking like in the yokai wiki. Also, it would look kind of weird with eyes, I would say. Beto beto san. I have to admit I'm a little bit of a weeb. So usually that guy would look like this. No eyes, as you can see. I just rounded him down a little bit. So let's make a pattern for our yokai. I think what I want to have, first of all, I want to have a vector layer and white. Then what we also need is a decent brush, I guess. The only problem that I am facing with vector brushes, or with vector in specific, when it comes to... She's such a weep, she's wearing a yokai watch as we speak. I have no watch on my wrists. So my thought here was to, first of all, make one of these, because that's usually how the Japanese, as far as I can tell, are depicting their little spirits. Now, I think I could actually make this a bit better, as in make this a bit more cleaner. I think ideally I should probably just sketch it first. So we have a little round shape here, and then this kind of flame-like part right there. I think I made it a bit too big, so maybe I may want to make that circle a little bit smaller. Because that flamey tail that's going upwards should be a lot longer than that. And I think I want to start right there. Yeah, I think that's better. So then I'm going for white. We actually have to go a bit more complicated on that one. Because I have to go with vector lines to get a bit better scalable graphics here. You are back, dear Jax. You were saying hi to your friend. Okay then, say hi from me too. Even though they probably don't even know who the frick I am. Hello from that weird old VTuber woman on the internet. It's making a dirty foot as art. Oh god. Oop. Oh boy, that was not quite what I was hoping for, but we can actually change that. So let's go to... I think that tool is going to work. We need to make that white. And then the fill is going to be transparent. Rice is sad, add some expired... No, don't add the expired eggs, please. Don't do something you might regret. I still need you, Jax. Even if it's just your view. Alright, let's edit this a little bit because those waves are a bit too, I don't know, they're not quite appealing to me. So let's push these points around on the board. You must be really sad if you want me to suffer in that way. Yeah. Monkey, please. Don't do that. There we go. That's at least one. Love that. And for the other one, I actually... The regret would be to throw away food. I'd get the flip-flop if I did that. Oh well. It's fine to throw away food if it hurts you. Or am I interpreting that wrong? Did the eggs smell at all? They were expired for a year! How can they not smell? Wait, how can they not smell if they were expired for a year? Are you sure that you read the expiration date right? in before those weren't expired for a year, but they're just you you mistook the 25 for 20 the 26 for 25. All right, you're sure. Okay. My fridge smells bad always. Oh. Maybe you really want to clean that out. If the fridge tends to smell bad, you really have to clean it out. Especially for your health and safety's sake. If it always smells, then there's something very wrong. You really don't want to get it that bad. Got my food handlers. I know what an expiration date looks like. Okay. I'm quiet. Alright, and let's do that down here. Well, all it takes is one person to make it better. You could be that person. Also, usually there's... I'm not brave enough. Well, someone has to. Also, usually when something like that happens, then there is often a psychological issue in the background that really needs to be addressed. Especially when the whole family does that. By the by, I'm not a professional, so always take my advice with a big old grain of salt. Meanwhile, if there's a hint of a smell, my stuff gets tossed. Salute to my past leftovers. I salute you even though I cannot emote that with my avatar. I'm sorry that I can't. Oh. Redo. There we go. And I honestly don't know what it's like in Puerto Rico, especially where you live, but I think there should be people out there that can help. So I hope you find people that do help with such situations, because that's actually serious. I'm not gonna make fun of you because I can understand that this can be very taxing for a person. There's usually something in the background that's having a tight grip on people when they just can't throw away stuff. Especially if they, I don't know, lived through some pretty dark stuff. Not done with this yet. So yeah, no shame from my side. Just hoping that someone's gonna help. Because I can imagine that you might struggle on your own. Kind of want to make that a little bit smaller. Maybe I can group that up. Is that an option? Nah, probably not group them up. So I have to make that, select these one by one. I'm highly aware of all this. Sadly, my family is very stuck in their ways. Yeah, it usually is that way. So it's hard to be able to do something about it. So I just try to make sure the food I eat is safe. Sadly, it usually is like that. I still hope that you get help with your family somehow. I've suffered enough for the BS to fight it all again, so I just wait till I move out. Understandable. Absolutely understandable. Still kind of sad to know that families like these exist. And I have a lot of empathy for such psychological, wouldn't call it problems, hindrances. You're in a safe place. These fat foods are. Ha! Shut up, monkey skull. Doesn't make it any less sad. Yeah. I just say how I feel about stuff like that. Because I can also understand the other side of that. Just trying to be a good person. Doesn't always mean that I succeed at it, but I do what I can. Thank you, thank you. I really like that, but I actually want to throw in a little bit of, not a pattern, some kind of texture that I can repeat. So maybe I'll actually look into my patterns in here. Gonna lurk, but you've been so kind. Aww, and validated my trauma, which is awesome. I'm just being me. Let's face it. There's probably some things where I'm not as empathetic. But hey, I first have to discover those things. Yeah, I lived with hoarders before. Stuff is out of your control. Yeah. It really sucks. Technical difficulties? Did I F? Everything alright? Oh no. Did I actually? Are we online? We back! I hope. I'm back! Hell yeah! So it doesn't just happen when I play Satisfactory. Good to know! Alright, let's hope that I can figure out a decent pattern here. Because I don't want to just stick with this. It's not enough for my taste. Shot that you disconnected for a sec. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess my internet is being a bit spotty today. I hope that doesn't stick around. Because that would really make me sad. Ah. Hello? Is this my... Hello? Ah, there we go. We need more foot-feldy. Internet demands it. God damn it, monkey! Wait, I thought that's a vector layer. Why doesn't it... Why can I not... I mean, technically that's already doing a pretty nice job. Maybe I want to give it a bit of a... If I make that thinner, like a lot thinner. Just have one problem. I have no clue where the other path is. No clue where the other side of that... Ah, okay. Now everything makes sense. What about this one? Oh. Where's that coming from? Hello? Just need to maybe change the color slightly. I might. Maybe I should just turn off the wraparound mode. It's probably gonna help me a bit. Oh, right. Should probably add a new vector layer before I do that. There we go. Then I'll take that and turn that down to, let's say, 20. Also works nicely as wrapping paper. Could also work in dark. Future wallpaper for basement, you got me chained in. I mean, if you're into that. Also, I have another pattern. I also did another pattern for my first sticker sheets. He demands luxury in his cell. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh! Oh, you threw some beans! You beaned me! Oh, now I actually have to check. But no matter how much you actually threw at me, thank you very much. Thank you, Jax. Let's have a look. Where's my dashboard? Where did it go? Thank you for the $3. I very much appreciate it. Oh, hey, legend, you deserve the best. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I still have to do the paint bullets thing, right? Completely forgot about that. Because I want you to be able to shoot each other with paint bullets. Which are channel points, technically. Still have to figure out how to do that. I was pelted by beans. Oh yeah, thanks a lot. Very much appreciate you supporting me. Because even if it's just a little bit, it helps. I think I can keep it that way. I mean, it's just going to be the background. I might actually tune that down so it's not too in your face, since this is just going to be a background pattern. So I might actually stick with that. Now, what I want to do is go into custom pattern, turn into entire image, and then add to predefined patterns, because why the hell should I not save it? You're the best. Aww. No. I don't know if I'm the best, but thanks. I just try to be a good person. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I don't. I mean, it's not beans, but thank you, Monkey Skull, for the 100 bits. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Oh yeah. Ghosty. I'll just call it Ghosty. That should be enough. And then what we want to do is actually get another layer. Then we easily can just, with our fill tool, if my controller lets me, of course, my fill tool, I'll go into pattern, take this one, the fill source being patterns. Then I'll just look up my ghosty pattern, which should be here somewhere. That's not it. Oh, I see a blue sticking through. That should actually be the pattern that I'm looking for. I think that's a bit too big. I think I want to scale that down a little bit, maybe make it smaller than the original pattern. Now you can actually see it through. Also, for me to be able to actually cut these out with a plotter, I have to use a vector layer. And make little blobs so my plotter can actually cut the stickers out. So that's what we're going to do now. Vector layer. Foot's back, yes! So let's do the cutting part of the whole thing. So you just have to circle around the motif that I want. Ideally with as soft of a shape as possible, because believe it or not, this plotter does not like corners. Looks great, Feldy. I guess. So yeah, I really wanna prevent too steep corners or too harsh corners. And also what I want to do, because it does not make any sense to have a border around that. So I'm just going to turn off the border. And ideally I want to just look if I could maybe make stuff a little bit softer. We also have some quite close motifs here next to each other. I kind of want to prevent that because I really want to have a little bit of space in between. So this should actually be pretty good shape, especially with the rounded off corners here and there. So that should be good for my plotter. Now I got a little bit of a problem here because that Casa Obake is taking a little bit too much space for my liking. So I might actually want to size it down a little bit, not too much, just a teeny tiny bit so I can move it over. And we have a bit more room for the kappa. Then we get back into a vector layer and do the next one. The kappa is a bit close to the border, but I don't think that's going to be that much of a problem. So here we're just gonna do the same. As always, I'm gonna try to not make too sharp corners. That kappa really looks like a little plushie. I kind of like it. He looks adorable. And for some reason, it just keeps giving me a colored border, which I do not want. Do not like that, so I'll go back into the edit tool for my vector lines. And there goes the sharp corner. Ah. That's what we're gonna do with all of these. I might need to turn that Nikomata a little bit. Because it's getting so close to the kappa. It might be a bit of an issue. Maybe size it down a little bit. Move it right there. That should already do the trick. Oh, we have ads in a little... We have ads right now, so we're gonna go on a little bit of a break. Actually, I do need a break real quick. Because I need some tea for my throat. So I'll be right back in a little bit. See you in 3 minutes. Might have made my tea a little bit too hot. Almost got burned. But hey, I'm almost on time. Yeah, I needed that. Nice hot tea. That's good for my throat. All right, ads are over officially. Let's finish this. I'm so happy how these turned out already. But hey, this would look just kind of sad without those watercolor brushes. So whoever made those, I have absolutely no idea who did, but whoever made those did a great job. It's enhancing my artwork quite a bit. Love that. It's gonna be a shout out to a person that I don't even know who it is. It's a little bit annoying. Because I really like to share resources and credit people if I can. And if I can't, well, it is what it is, right? There. Everyone will love that sticker sheet just for the kappa and the Nekomata. No one's gonna want that foot. I can already feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my urine. I'm sorry. It's just a proverb that I think my family tends to use sometimes. I heard it somewhere and I just thought it was so hilarious that I have to keep it in my verbal library, so to speak. Got it in my urine. Credit goes to the foot. Oh my god, the foot! I see. Monkey Skull is going to get the sticker sheet just for the foot. Nothing else, just for the foot. Lovely. At least one foot lover out here. Feel it in your urine? Definitely using that. Good. Will grow. To be fair, the original proverb was in German. But actually, speaking it out loud in English just makes it more hilarious and just worth more to actually use it, in my humble opinion. Oh, I can actually do that. Good. I need to do that. Just to round those corners off. I also might need to test if this is easy to cut out. I mean, I'm going to do a few test prints anyway before I actually do the sticker sheets, which is what I'm always going to do. Make a few test prints on normal paper, let the plotting machine do its thing and see how well it comes out just with paper, or how well I can make the sticker sheets work. I might need to change the beto. As in, I might need to make them smaller, and the foots... Yeah, I probably have to make beto-san a bit smaller. The foot... I have to put... Oh! I did an oopsie. Just noticed I did an oopsie. But that's actually not even a problem here. Because I probably need to... let's fix that real quick, because that's bothering me. That's bothering me, so... We'll just use as a reference the layer it is on. And then we can actually add those funky little vector shapes. Now the cool thing about me using vector lines here is I can directly use those via Inkscape to put them into my plotter. Then I just say, there, cut. Do the cutting thing. It's probably going to be much easier than trying to do all of that in Inkscape. While I actually have a perfectly fine vector layer right here. That one. I need that one. No, I need that one. Because I don't need that one. Thank you very much. Then I'll soften up that. I'll soften up this. Yes. Now I don't want to have too much space around my characters. However, it's probably going to be a bit nicer if I at least have some space for them. There we go. A little bit more inside here. And then the last one is our foot. Last thing I have to actually add onto that sticker sheet is my signature, of course. There. So let's have that foot also be encircled in vectors. Oh boy. Well, that was quick. I think I need to push around a few points here and there. Kind of want to have this just pushed in a little bit. Yeah. Sign it. Take pride in your foot. God damn it, monkey. God damn it. You have to do that to me, do you? Yeah, but I got a signature already lined up. I don't have to actually sign it by hand because that's just... Why should I keep signing it by hand? If I can make it much simpler for myself and just throw in a PNG. Why should I make it complicated if I can make it easy? Also, it's a bit of a design thing. If I did that signature by hand, it would look kind of crooked, and I want it to actually look smooth as hell. Like this Feldy Arts needs to be round. What I will do is actually use a color overlay. Put it on normal. And I don't want it to actually be white this time, because that's what I did on the other one. I actually wanted to maybe be a bright pink. Nah. Bright blue, maybe. Maybe not on that spot. At that spot. I'll put it. Nah, then that little spirit thingy here is in the way. Then I actually have to put it right here. Let's make it a little smaller. Or I'll put it down here. Though there's so much empty space over there, I'm actually tempted to keep it there. Yeah, I'll keep it there. Ah, this is going to look great. Can't wait to print this out and have those stickers in my hands. I actually already did the other one. Actually made let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the first sticker sheets. A few are a bit smaller than the others, like half a centimeter at best. Because I was still kind of trying out how I could actually make the whole thing and how small the printouts have to be so I can actually fit 4 on one printer sheet. Because I don't want to waste material here. And I don't want to make the sticker sheets too big. So my thought was maybe A6 when it comes to size. They ended up being, the smaller ones are like 9.5 centimeters by 13.5, if I remember correctly. So I hope that I actually managed to get the same size out of these. And I'm so happy how those stickers are turning out. The print quality is quite intense. It's probably going to look a little bit differently because I have to change the color profile. But maybe I can also make it work the way it is. I just hope that the colors are going to be around the same, because I don't want those colors to be too intense, because then the whole watercolor texture thing does not work. I could actually, since we're already here, let me see if I can find it. Whoops, that was not my intention. That was not my intention, I'm sorry. Let me see. Ah, yes. For those who did not see the stickers yet. Oh, that was not exactly what I was hoping for. Open a new document. I hope that actually works. Apparently not. There. For those of you who didn't see them yet, you see that little white line there? That's where it's cut. It's very close to perfect. I sometimes have to adjust where the cut is going. And I also messed up a few sheets of sticker printer paper, sadly. I think I messed up like 3 sheets. I really hope it won't be more than that. So yeah, those are the first stickers. And that's going to be the second part. And then that's probably something that I'm really happy about, that I can reintroduce that. Let me see, where did I put those? Ah, yes. And there is one more sticker sheet that I wanna do as well. That's going to be some of my old works. Because I thought I might as well get my best of traditional art stuff in here. Make some into stickers that were meant to be stickers in the first place. At least I'd really love to have those as stickers. Not entirely sure about that Hanya mask. But I definitely want to have the Froggo because the Froggo actually is a very popular motive among people that have to pick out one of the buttons when I do my when I meet people in person. And I decide they are worth my time so much that I give them a button. So yeah, that sometimes happens. I really like to use them as business cards, to be honest. So, and the Froggo tends to be one of the most popular buttons. So having that as a sticker is probably going to be nice. This one I actually designed with making that as a sticker in mind. And I did that one in my sketchbook. I probably also edited it as well, so that might be why those smudges here exist. I just really like the eye in the glass. I just love it. And as I said, for the Hanya mask, I'm not quite sure about. Gathering enough body parts to fashion a whole zombie. Yeah, probably. I just really like drawing body parts, single ones, not with a whole body. I don't know why. I just like the whole creepy kind of thing. But yeah, that's my idea for my third sticker sheet. Maybe I'll find another PNG that I can throw in here to make the thing complete. Because 4 stickers, we have 5 here, we have 5 here, so I think this should also be 5 stickers or 5 sticker motives on one sheet. I think that would be the fairest way to do it. Like 5 stickers for every sheet should be ideal. So yeah, that's that. I also really like how the pattern turned out. I really love that. Now, I actually have something else I need to work on, at least for a short while. What was it? Oh yeah, I have to fix some stuff because I messed up with the tile set. It's not too much, but I still have to fix it because there's a few issues here. Fits perfectly onto that big onto that big platform, but it doesn't work on the small platform, and that's something I have to fix. Also, I have to put the small platform up a little bit to actually make it work. Yeah, I'll change the platform instead of the bridge because it just makes more sense. And then I have to actually change this to make it work with the bridge. I think changing the height of the platform is going to be the least of my problems. Now I actually have to see where we have to Like how many pixels I actually have to go up with that small dirt platform. I think I have to go up quite a bit. So what I need to do, that should actually do the trick already. Because it's actually pretty close to that. Then I have to change this. Probably have to make it thinner by quite a margin. Just going to make it quite awkward. Or maybe, and that's a pretty wild idea. No, that's not gonna work. Or maybe it does. Technically, I could copy over these two bridge parts. Just add a support underneath the first two parts. That could actually also work. And is maybe a little less annoying to make work. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna work better. So let's do that. Where is my bridge? Oh, on the ads. Then we need to find the bridge. Okay, that I actually merged that together. Okay, so let's fix this a little bit. Or make it work. So we'll copy that. Move that over. I have to actually pay attention to how many pixels this part is away from the border of our tile. So let's use the measurement tool, even though I still don't like it. Then let's measure down. That's 11 pixels. So we also want to have 11 pixels from here, so that's gonna be about there. Might need to measure again. No, still a bit further up. Yeah, that's perfect. So I can actually use that. I can duplicate that. Like, I'm gonna make it really easy for myself. And then I'll just flip it around horizontally, move that in here. There's also the option to make the pixel grid visible. Yeah, if I just zoom in extremely. But it's fine. Could be worse. All right, then we have to get into my pixel art tag set. To maybe add a support that also works good with the large beam or large bridge part right there. There we go. Then we'll use the rest of the colors here. Oh, wait. Ha! That's fine. That's absolutely alright. We can fix that. Technically, I can just use that brown to lighten up that line. Then we already have enough depth for the whole thing to look somewhat decent, I would say. Let's look at it from afar. That's already doing a good job. I might actually, just for support's sake, add a little extra support. Because it just looked a little flimsy there. I kind of want to add maybe a little bit more support on that. Yeah, now it actually looks like it could hold on to that dirt thing. So let's copy that over and flip it. That's actually working really nice. I love that. I really like the way this is looking. And it's still working with the rest of the tile set. Why is that further up? What happened here? Great, now I actually have to That's 14, but I need you down at 11. There we go. Now now it should actually work by itself. But just to make sure, I'll merge that down real quick. And I'll take this little piece, copy, paste, just to test it out. Push it down by 1. Yeah, might not be perfect here, what I can do is actually add a little bit of something on that side and on that side. So it actually borders here. Then it should be all right. That should do the trick. So let's add just a little support on the top. I mean, sure, we have to cheat a little bit. But if that actually helps, why the hell not? Now I actually need to make sure this is going to be on the same height. So let's have that here. I'll just go ahead and make this, ideally I don't want to snap onto the grid, so we're not snapping right here. And can I lock guidelines? Yeah, I can actually lock guidelines. Probably gonna have to add quite a few rockets right there, like this. It's gonna be a bit more difficult to make that right, because I just have to tear apart one of the rocks. Which is not quite what I was longing for when getting into this. There we go. Let's see how that looks from afar. I think I can work with that. Let's get back to the layers. And turn that off. Get rid of those guidelines because I really want to see how bad it is. Just a little bump on the sides. Actually, it's barely noticeable, if you ask me. So I think it's actually hidden pretty nicely. That there's just a connection point for those bridge parts here. Well, that was a quick fix. But I think there are a few more things that I need to tackle here. Oh, well. I guess that's already... Yeah, that's the background that he asked for. Then the fix for the bridges. The fix for that part. That should already be it. Still thinking about actually making cloud platforms. Just not sure how to make them right. Also, we're just at 2.5 hours of streaming. Have to figure out more than that. Let's see how much of a first of all, I'm gonna change the title real quick. We might only do additional platforms when you know what the right measures and positions for platforms are. Yeah. I'm just thinking that cloud platforms might actually work nicely if you're just getting too high up. The question is, how would you? In ref to what I wrote earlier and the producer said about tests. Yes. Definitely have a lot to test beforehand. I think what I fixed here, this should already do the trick pretty nicely. So I'm not too worried. And we also still have the option of layering stuff on top of each other. Maybe even have a bit of an offset with those plants here, since I had to move the dirt by quite a bit. We actually have to test quite a bit what we can do with Godot at this point. Oh, I could actually add some rocks as... Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Adding some rocks as some kind of... what's it called? Something you have to jump over. In German, it's Hindernis. Help me out, John. I'm having a bit of a brain fart right here. Okay, I'm gonna look it. I'm gonna look it up. An obstacle. Thank you very much. Yeah, a few rocks as an obstacle. Maybe in the same barrier. Also a nice word. Wait, where did my grids go? I need the grid. I need my grid. Oh boy, that sounds so wrong. I seem to have a delay. Oh well, that happens. Could be worse. But yeah, let's make a few rocks maybe. Though I'm really not good at actually making rocks. I'm really bad at painting rocks, let alone doing pixel art for it. I have a delay too in the brain. A monkey. You're fine. We all have a delay in our brain. Alright, and let's use that as a darker color. And I'll choose you, Pikachu. Now, I have absolutely no idea how to actually pixel rock. So this is going to be not too great. Already don't like it. Maybe I want to start with the highlights first. No, I need this color. I don't like that. That's also too dark. Not quite. Nah. If at all, I probably want the darker part of the rock to be here. I'm really bad at drawing rocks. I don't know why. And it's frustrating. Maybe this helps. I think that actually does. If I just smoosh around the shadow pixels a little bit. Not quite. I don't like it. I'll be honest, I don't like it. But now I want some rocks. Some obstacle rocks. So I'll do what I always do and brute force my way. Don't you dare think of something else than rocks here. Just because of that shape. I didn't like the shape of those rocks and how the way the shading didn't work. I'm gonna try a different approach. I gotta admit my brain today is going to be much earlier than usual. And we have ads in 2.5 minutes. Huh, who would have thunk? So let's see if I can maybe make that work like this. That's not the right color. Oh, that's why. Then we'll take this one, or here and here. Maybe even here. Then I'll take this one for here. And this one I actually have to do by hand. That should actually work a little bit better. I think I kind of need a color between this one and this one, just to fill in this space here. Or maybe if, nah, that's too close. So I have to get something maybe around here. Not quite there. The contrast doesn't quite fit. So maybe I actually need to go a bit darker and a bit more into the yellows. I think that works fine. Then I go into this color. Just add in those pixels. Then you go into this color and add in those pixels. Now what I'm thinking about maybe for the shading to make it work a bit better, especially because we have to add some outlines. Not getting around that. What I want to do for outlines is just look at the end thing and use the darker color just to get the outlines working. Or maybe the lighter ones, depending on how I want to go with it. Oh, we have ads. I completely missed out on that. And I'll have a stretch real quick. Ah, my neck. I'll definitely put a hot bottle on my neck when I'm done. Something's not right here. You might not see it right away. But this does not look like that's a shade color here. I think I can fix it. All right. Ads are over. Good. So I can actually finish this. Now I kind of need to change this angle a little bit. Maybe like, oh yeah, maybe like that. It's actually not a bad idea. Just so we have a little bit of an angle right there. Then I'll add just 2 pixels right here. I'll go down there. Now that looks more like actually shaded rock here. Hey, Rice! Hello, hello, how are you doing? How's it going? How are the trains going, Rice? And your wonderful new business that you're working on. I hope you're doing all right. Might actually want to use been going okay over here. That's good to hear. Okay is better than absolutely bad. So maybe I want to actually try to add a little bit of dithering here, just to tune down the shading a bit. That actually works pretty nicely. So maybe we also want to do that over here. Kind of want to keep that solid. How's it going over there? I actually managed to finish my second sticker sheet. My first one I need to... Wait, the first one you might actually have, might have seen on GZ's Discord. The second one we just finished. Let me quickly pull that up, because I want you to see how far we've come. Technically it's done. I just need to do test prints and test plottings. And I really hope that the texture on those stickers are coming out nicely in print. So fingers crossed. So we finished that, and then I fixed a few errors with our tile set for the fan game. Now I'm just sitting here doing a little bit more so I don't call it a day too early. Currently I'm trying to make rocks work for this tile set. Actually, this looks pretty good. Just have to punch it down to 100% so I can actually see what it actually looks like. But that's looking pretty good with the dithering. Not sure if I want to add some kind of outline here. It was on my mind though. So maybe I can make it work somehow. Let's see what I can do. Might work. I am not 100% sure though. It could work. I'm doing this right. That actually does. So maybe I'll keep it like that. Because there is just a faint outline with a few pixels. I actually like that. So let's do that here too. Maybe make that dark around. Nah, not quite. Twitch really breaking off today. Ah! It's really that bad. Thing is, I have not dropped any frames. It should be fine. So maybe it's Twitch problem. Would not be surprised at all. But if Twitch is being a bitch, might as well just call it a day. Yeah, maybe it's your ISP. I mean, German internet is not the greatest. Let me guess, you're on Vodafone as well? Then I would not be surprised because Vodafone is not treating me well. However, I honestly have nothing much to do right now. And I think it's a little bit too late to actually pull up a game. Should we call it a day? It's almost 3 hours. I actually wanted to go for 4, but especially if Twitch is just not cooperating. Doesn't make much sense. I guess we'll call it a day today. However, thank you very much for being around. I appreciate it. Also, thanks for the donations, Jackson Monkey Skull. And I hope you had fun. I certainly did. I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, Thursday. It's my birthday. If you're not there, I'll be sad. I'll see you then. Bye bye.